As far as research, as I said, Pioneer's been working on drought tolerance since the inception of the company. In 1958, we developed the Drought Tolerant Research Program in York, Nebraska. In the past year, we've actually increased the amount of sites that are just dedicated to drought programs. We have a site this past year that opened up in Manhattan, Kansas, and one in Plainview, Texas. The site in Plainview, Texas, for me, is the most exciting because this is our own backyard. We're going to have a plant breeder there that is charged with nothing but doing drought tolerant research, breeding and selecting for hybrids that work in our area and offer a high level of drought tolerance. We also have some gene discovery sites, 5 gene discovery sites around the area that are looking at these transgenes and also native genes. And I think one of the things that's very unique is that we have 2 advanced field evaluation sites, one in Amarillo, Chile, and one in Woodlands, California. And what makes these 2 sites very unique is that the environment is very stable. Year after year, you know that you're only going to get a certain amount of rain, that temperatures are going to be very stable, and it's just an excellent place to evaluate drought tolerance in these hybrids. Now, one of the things, and I always like to show this table because it's interesting. TK talked about where we've been and where we are now. If you look at this, 20s, 30s, and 40s, we were producing about 3 bushels of grain and corn per inch of water. By 1970, that was up around 5 bushels. But in the last 30 years, we've increased that up to almost 10 bushels of grain and corn per inch of water. And I'd say today with the hybrids that we have, that's close to 11 to 12 bushels per inch of water. So we're getting a lot better at producing corn hybrids or breeding hybrids that can more efficiently use water. As far as agronomics, within Pioneer, one of the things in the 5-year period that I've been here, it's amazing how many meetings we have. It seems like I'm always going to a meeting somewhere. TK can always attest the same thing. But it's mainly training on these products, understanding these products, understanding how they perform under different environments. And you look around the area and we've got pH differences, we've got soil type differences, we've got hilly areas. If you move up that Darrowsett area, there's lots of hilly areas, guys trying to irrigate those sandy fields on those hillsides. So we've got a lot of different areas. So we have to know how these hybrids are going to perform under these different environments in order to properly place them on each farm. Now, we do have an agronomy research or agronomy sciences team that also conduct a lot of research around the country, really just looking at things that affect you and affect your productivity. And they summarize these every year. In fact, here in about 2 weeks, we're going to the agronomy conference to kind of be trained on some of the information, some of the things they've done this past year, and learn more about our products and how they perform under various situations. Also work very close with the university and other organizations to evaluate our products and just have a better understanding of how they're going to perform. We continue with agronomics. We do have a pretty rigorous testing program for our hybrids, and there's 2 approaches that we use. One's called PAT, which stands for Product Advancement Trial. These product advancement trials is where we take our hybrids, these experimental hybrids. They aren't numbered or they aren't commercialized yet. So we take these experimental products that made it through the early phase of evaluations within the company, and they're ready for field testing. We take these hybrids, we put them around the area, and we evaluate those products against our benchmark products. Those are the products that we know have a certain performance standard within the area. If we find a product in there that's good enough to advance, we'll give it a commercial number, and then we move into the next phase of testing the following year, which is called PKP, which is a product knowledge plot. These product knowledge plots, we take these new hybrids, we sell them R5s, and we get a second year of evaluations against those same benchmark products that were there with the year before. We mainly just wanted to see how consistent these products are over time and across a number of different environments. Now, something we started last year, and I just touched on it, is we have a new system. It's called targeted drought attack. And that's what these plots are. They are simply, they're intended to be placed in those really harsh environments. We're talking dryland type environments, real limited irrigation. We know these guys have wells that are dropping off, but they still want to grow corn on those circles. They want to do it in a more efficient manner. We have these targeted drought sets, and last year we had 103s. The maturity ranges were 103s and 113s. This year we're going to be looking at 103s, 108s, and 113s. So we have a full range of maturities that we're going to be looking at. And under a lot of different environments, again, you know, we want to challenge these hybrids with these native traits. So we want to put those in extremely harsh environments, and we're talking dryland environments. Last year, we had a 103 set over at Petersburg. If y'all, it's over there near Locking, just a little bit south of Plainview. And this was a dryland location, 12,000 plants per acre. And if you'll remember that first 2 weeks of July were extremely harsh, extremely high temperatures, high winds. Not much rain to work with, especially in that Petersburg area. And I was amazed that these plants even survived. We were out evaluating this site with the cooperator, and I said, well, now if you don't get rain within the next week, these plants are going to be dead. There's no way they're going to be able to survive. And it was actually 12 days before he got rain, and those hybrids produced rain. It was 60, 70 bushels. It was quite impressive water that they had. So we are making some pretty amazing strides as far as how these hybrids handle drought stress and understanding. And there's a lot of training, like I said, that goes on, so our workforce understands how these products work today. Now, on top of the these target drought sets, we're also implementing a new program that's going to be looking at these hybrids, these drought products, under these water-limited environments. And this program is basically going to take a hybrid that a farmer is currently using under a drought environment with irrigation. We're going to put one of our drought products up against his standard that he's using right now, and that population, whatever population he's using, whether it's 20,000 or 24,000, whatever that might be. Next to that, we're going to go ahead and use that same standard hybrid that he's using at that same population, but we're going to bump that. Actually, what we're going to do is take that same hybrid that he's using, that standard hybrid, and we're going to bump that population up about 5,000 along with this Drought 1 product, just to illustrate how much better those hybrids are going to be than our old standards. So it's going to be a pretty interesting evaluation of these and pretty harsh environments for these new products. I think they're going to perform quite well based on what I've seen from this past year. And these sites, just like TK said, any of these sites that we have, if you want to look at any of this stuff anytime, just call your rep, call your account manager, call me, and we'll take you out to look at these sites. There's nothing secret about this stuff, and we're more glad to take you out. TK will tell you the same thing. We're more glad to take you out and evaluate and get a first-hand look at some of this stuff.